Okay, if I could have everyone's attention, we're here today to celebrate with Madison and her family. It's always a special occasion when one of our student athletes goes to the next level. This is near to my heart as Ms. Brock, an alumnus of Georgia College. So on behalf of West Lawrence High School faculty and staff, congratulations, Madison.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Team Lawrence. I'm your host, Pat Brock, the Public Information Officer for Lawrence County Schools, and it is indeed a great day to be a Raider. We've got Madison Harris, who has signed a scholarship to Georgia College and State University. How are you?
I'm good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Honey, you gonna be dancing up there? Oh my gosh, with the Bobcats.
Yes, ma'am.
How does it feel? How does all of this feel for you?
It feels crazy because this time last year, I didn't think I was going to dance after state this year because I was burnt out.
So you had had enough?
I had had enough, yes.
And now here you go again.
Here I go again.
What changed?
I really don't know what changed. I just decided to fill out the form and was like, I'm going to show up and go.
So all of a sudden you just said, let me just try out.
Yep. And I was like, if I don't make it, it'll be all right.
Oh my goodness, and here you go. You've got your mom, Mandy. How are you, Mandy?
I'm fine.
How does all this feel for you? Because you've been with her every step of the way.
It's sad, but still good.
Tell us what you mean by that
Because
bittersweetness.
both my girls will be gone.
Are you about to be an empty nester? Oh Lord, Mandy, what you gonna do with your life? Be on the road?
Between Macon and Milledgeville.
When you think about when she first started dancing and to where she is today, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, I'm glad she's still doing it because I love to see her on the stage.
Yeah.
She's a different person when she's out there.
She transforms, doesn't she?
Yes.
Well, you're a different person in the stands, I've noticed.
A little. I'm a little superfluous.
That's a great way of putting it. And we've got our sister over here, Sierra. Hi, Sierra.
Hey.
Sierra is a cheerleader for Mercer. How are you doing over there with all of that? You've been doing that for the past few years.
Yes, ma'am.
So you remember your signing day.
I do.
And now, how does it feel for you to be able to witness your little sister?
It's exciting. I'm ready to be able to watch her. If I have a weekend free, I'll go watch her.
Ooh, you heard that, didn't you, ladies and gentlemen? It ain't easy. Talk to us, Sierra, now. How has your journey been? Talk to us about your experience as a Mercer Bear.
I absolutely love it. I wouldn't change a thing about it. I hope that she has the same experiences I do. Make sure that you remember every time. Even if you don't feel like going, you're going to have fun. Every game's the memory that you're going to remember forever.
My gosh, you hear that, don't you? Spoken like a true, like someone who's seasoned. Talk to us about your mama.
I always get told that I'm her twin. I act the same and we look the same.
You do?
Yes.
I don't always know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Putting it out there, ladies and gentlemen. She's putting it out there. But when I think that your mom, I've seen your mom in the stands. I've seen her, the high energy, and I've seen that look of pride in her eyes when she sees you perform. And so, you are very much your mother. And then your excitement that you feel, it's like that adrenaline rush, when it's time to compete or perform, and you know how to turn it on.
Yes, ma'am.
You know how to turn it on. And talk to us about your big sister there.
I think they're more like, they're friends and sisters. They're close.
Talk to us then. Tell us about it.
We didn't really get close. We used to argue all the time until I think it was her senior year of high school when it clicked, like, hey, we're kind of the same. And we became friends.
Wait a minute. It took your entire life up until her senior year
Yes.
till you finally became friends.
It was COVID being stuck at home together.
Oh, wow, having no other choice.
Yeah.
And now here it is, Mom, both of your daughters are competitive, in their fields at the collegiate level. That's big.
It is. It's special. It's like I did a good job.
You did.
But they did not get it from me.
So you're not you don't
I
cheer.
was softball in the band.
Oh, I see. But talented nonetheless.
Of course.
How does it feel for you to be able to have two daughters competing at this level, even though it's a little bit on the sad side of them being, but they're coming to into their own?
Yes, I do. I see like Sierra, how much she's grown and got in that tight group of people at college, plus it's like special. She's experienced things she would have never done.
Right.
I hope she gets the same. Mm-hmm. And it's exciting that I may possibly have 2 at nationals next year in Daytona.
You're not gonna be knowing what to do with yourself then.
I'm gonna need 2 of them.
All right, now talk to us, Madison. Talk to us about when you first started out dancing, what that experience was like, and how have you grown through the years as a dancer?
Well, when I first started dancing, going back watching those videos, I danced like a wet noodle. I like to think that I've become not a wet noodle anymore, and I have control over my long limbs because I've always been tall. So, but growing, I think working with the Shelly and the football dance line really made me grow as a dancer and a person.
So you've got me thinking about a wet noodle, like literally.
That's how I was
Literally.
dancing when I was 9 years old.
Trust, yes.
And so it's like, so Mom, you saw her dancing, you had her in dance classes early on,
Well, she didn't start till she was 9.
but
She was it was bad. But she's still good in my eyes. But I could see like she,
wait a minute. But so she started off a little bit rough.
Yes.
yes.
And so now here it is, with the proper training and the technique and you maturing in so many areas, you have become the Madison Harris that we all know.
Yes.
Feels good?
Feels good.
Now, Sierra, let's hear your perspective on how you've seen your baby sister grow and mature into where she's able to be competitive collegiately.
I will say I've been watching her dance since she started, and she was rough in the beginning, but I have watched her blossom into what she is now. She's a completely different person,
Yeah.
and I'm so proud of her for that.
I love that. And Madison, what is it that dance does for you? A lot of people compete for whatever reasons, but what does dance do for you?
It lets me feel like I'm on top of the world.
Wow. Wow.
It feels like nobody's watching me, and it's just I'm the only person out there.
Wow. You're dancing like nobody's watching, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
But they have definitely been watching you, honey. And so for you to decide you want to become competitive and, dance in college, how was that process? How was you had to rehearse, you had to, compete, you had to do auditions. What was that like for you?
It was hard, and most of the time I didn't want to be there, but I was still there anyway.
Madison, this is hilarious. So you are warring back and forth. Some days you love it, some days you don't.
Yes.
But here it is, through it all, you are doing what you do, and you're doing what you love. But I think that's with any sport. You like it, you love it, you hate it sometimes, because what it does is it pushes you. It pushes you beyond yourself, and sometimes even your own thoughts of your capabilities. But here it is, you're so successful. Somebody put a ring on it, didn't you?
They did.
2, baby, 2. And Mom, what do you want to say to just really encourage her? Because I know she's going to be, stationed out of Milledgeville, but, that requires them getting on that road, competing and traveling, and it's going to be a different environment for her.
I just hope she stays true to herself, because she's a smart girl,
Yeah,
and make sure you get the good grades.
yeah. That's
And-
important, and that's number
Yes.
1, baby.
But she's good. I
Yeah.
mean, she's
You
grown so much as confidence, but she knows the right and the wrong. So I'm proud of her.
For sure. And what do you plan on majoring in?
Early childhood education.
You gonna be taking care of kids?
I am.
So you wanted to go into education?
Yes.
Are you gonna bring that back to Lawrence County Schools, perhaps? Or
I'm hoping to.
I say yes.
that would be so awesome. And so, is there anything that you're worried about that you've got to work on so that you're able to be the best you can be inside that classroom and as a dancer?
Kids get on my nerves every so often, but
Aren't you studying early childhood education?
yes.
My gosh.
But it's my cousins. They're bad, so they get on my nerves sometimes.
Wait.
It's easier to deal with strangers than it is family.
Okay. We'll leave that alone. Keep in mind, you're studying early childhood
She's going.
education. Okay, my gosh. Sierra, Sierra, anything else that you want to make sure that you share with your little sister?
I just want her to stay how she is. Like we've seen, she's real funny, and I just
Yeah.
hope she stays that way and never changes.
I love that. You've got a great sense of humor. You're not taking yourself too seriously, but at the same time, you know that you've got a job to do. And so you've already kind of mapped out what your plans are. We know that you're going to do well. And of course, you've got your mom here, you've got your big sister. Along the way, we appreciate both of you for all that you've done to encourage her throughout this journey. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I'm worried about her being a teacher, but I'll say this. Going through graduation, we have found her books. In third grade, she wanted to teach. So
Okay,
she got
okay.
dance and teaching. You got it, girl.
Sierra,
I'm just proud of her, and I'm ready to go visit.
we're proud of you too. And you know, and I think that at this stage in your life, you grow into it. You grow into it. And I think that the profession as an educator, that's a profession that I think that you will soar in. We're excited about what's next for you, okay? Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Sierra, for all that you've done for this little girl right here. Mandy and Sierra, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Heath Richter, and we just want to invite everybody to come on down to the Houston Clinic and check us out at our new facility. We've been in Dublin for a while now, obviously, but have a new office here, and we'd just like you to come down and see some of the new stuff we're offering. And if you need to get checked out, we'd be glad to do that for you. We've got able to do some ultrasound-guided injections now, and physical therapy, and just a little bit better space, so hopefully we can get you in and out of here a little bit quicker.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
I'm Brian Bazemore, President and CEO of Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. We would like to invite you to come by and experience a welcoming banking environment. Come by today and have a cup of coffee and let us talk with you about our many products, savings accounts, checking accounts, CDs, and our many loans. You're more than just a number to us, you're family. Come by today, Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
All right, we've got her great coaches with us to the right. Shelly, we're doing this again. How are you?
Let's do it.
How does it feel for you, girl? I mean,
I'm excited Maddie's going to be close so I can see her more often.
and you've been working with her for quite some time.
4 years, I got her as a freshman.
How was she as a freshman?
I mean, she wasn't as bad as what she said she was, in my opinion.
Really? She said she was like a wet noodle.
She was a little more firm than
Al dente?
Yeah, that word.
And we've got Miss Rochelle. How are you, Mackenzie?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Now talk to us about what this means for you.
Well, I'm super excited for Madison. I've only known her for the past year or so. Well, not even a year because I met you in July. Wow. Okay.
It doesn't take long to know her.
No, it doesn't. So she didn't like me very much at first.
Nice.
And then
don't like many.
we really broke that friendship in, and like we've really grown to love one another, I'd say.
Wow.
At least I hope that's how you feel, because that's how I feel. But I'm super excited. Georgia College is one of the colleges that I got accepted to. I almost went there, and so like I think you're really going to enjoy it. They have a beautiful campus, and they have an amazing education program.
And a dance team.
And a Sessica.
This is the strangest interview. I'm hearing so many undercurrent conversations here. This is hilarious. All right, Madison, talk to us about your coaches here. Talk to us about what they've worked on with you to help make you competitive as a dancer.
Well, Shelly, she's had me since freshman year, and she knows that we've had our times where we didn't like each other.
I always loved you.
Yes, we always loved each other. We didn't always like each other, though. And Shelly had me doing turns and jumps over and over and over
Yeah.
because I wasn't the absolute best, but I wasn't the absolute worst either. So that's good.
But did you get them?
I did get them.
Okay.
And then Rochelle, she had me this year, and she's like a best friend.
Wow. She just said you didn't even like her at first. So look how you all have blonded throughout this time together. Look what dance does for you. As coaches, you know, to be able to see these young ladies not only excel with these rings, I mean, you put rings on them here, baby girl, Go ahead, dringle that. But not you, Coach Rochelle. But just, you know, the hard work, and to just see it manifest itself in the way that it has. And now here you go, you got another one going off to college to dance.
Yes, I'm excited. I just try to instill in them to be coachable, like in life and dance and anything, like accept corrections and push through it. And that goes with anything. And I want to be able to roll over into big girl life.
For sure. And you know, if you had to really think about what your coaching philosophy is, the method to your madness of how you train these girls, what is it? How do you get them to be at that state champion level? Talk to us about it.
Jesus and sweat and a lot of repetition. And I think taking them to see the talent across the state.
Okay.
To see, like, they can do it. They just have to go out and see what's out there, and they keep the bar high.
For sure. Now, Rochelle, you're a younger coach.
Yes, I am.
Share with us about what you bring to the table.
Well, to be honest with you, in July I didn't think I was bringing very much to the table.
She's done good.
But
This is the most honest show.
so this was something that I didn't know that I would love as much as I did. I thought that I was just going to fill a position until somebody else filled it, and I truly ended up loving it. And building those relationships with the girls and just seeing them light up on Friday nights was probably my favorite thing ever. I was so proud, like constant smile on Friday nights, seeing them just do their thing and do it all just exceptionally.
You know, when you talk about relationships, that's huge.
Yeah, in the classroom we don't get as many relationships and stuff, so it's good to have these girls and the team to reminded that we can push you.
For sure. What is those relationships, what has it done for you to help make you the dancer that you are, Madison?
These two, they have made me grow as a person with learning how to accept corrections and accept changes, and don't don't cry all the time when you can't do something at the first try.
Save your tears for your pillow.
Wow. Suck it up, Shirley. So there are tears.
Yes, very many from me.
And me.
Oh, you cry.
I cry if I couldn't do something on the first try most of the time.
Wow. So you have to deal with a lot of emotions.
It's a girl. Lots of girls.
Oh my God. And then you've got Coach Jessica. Talk to us about her role that she plays.
Yep.
She had me junior year, and her daughter she's very, very nice to me. She gave me shots at band camp, and I got Band-Aids on my face when the shots were in my leg, and that's just something I'll remember.
Yeah, bless them. Like I've got my kids. Jessica has hers. Mackenzie doesn't have any yet, but yes, like they are also babysitters. Like
oh wow,
not only
so
do they get me,
dual-headed. Okay,
but I've got babies on my hip and everything, and they love me through it, and we do it.
Wow, she says she's not really, she's not great
No,
with kids.
I like her kids. Her kids.
So you're selective.
I'm selective, yes.
Oh,
Some
nice.
days it depends on the day.
Yeah.
That's teaching, right?
And so here it is. You're entering like the final week of school, and then you're turning that tassel, and now what you've done today is something that so many dancers who desire to continue would love to do.
Yes, many don't have this opportunity.
They don't have this opportunity. And so what do you want to say to those other dancers out there? Because, I mean, as you look at some of them, they're like your number one fans today.
Look at them.
What do you want to say to them?
I love y'all all. Y'all are my best friends. And keep dancing for me under those lights next year.
You're going to miss it.
I am going to miss it.
Wow. Shelley, Mackenzie, no, talk to us. What is it you want to say to her? What do you want to say? What kind of words of wisdom? Because see, you know what it requires. What do you want to say?
You're looking at me first. I'll let you answer first.
Passing
What
the
do I
baton.
want to say? That I love Madison. She has proved to herself and to everyone throughout 4 years that she can overcome it. She's had to work for it, and to me that means more. That she's had to work for the talent she has, and it didn't always come easy, but we got it. We got it.
Wow.
So, and just remember that nothing in life comes easy.
She's truly that success story, isn't she?
Yes, she's a hard worker.
Started off rough, rough around the edges,
Yeah.
but
What left for me?
she's been able to just really
Adapt.
adapt and work on her craft and really become laser
And
focused.
then get out there and perform and acts like she's been
Yeah,
doing it.
that's a true performer. That really is.
She is a true performer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now that
Mackenzie.
I've had some time to think.
You're welcome.
You're such a beautiful person, and I don't want you to lose that when you go to college. I feel like a lot of times people get into college and just like in the finding themselves, they lose
They
themselves.
forget who right there they are.
Yes. And I want you to keep that. Keep your sweetness and your sass, which I'm sure won't be hard since you're on the Sassy Cats. And just keep working hard. Don't give up. Don't slack off. Just keep working hard. Be you. Love you.
I love that.
Always be Maddie.
Always be Maddie. Anything else you'd like to share with them?
We'll be there to watch.
Yes, it's only a 45-minute drive.
Your biggest fans.
I'm good.
You're good. Ladies and gentlemen, this has truly, been a great day for Madison Harris, who signed a scholarship to Georgia College and State University for dance. She has had a great support system. Her coaches, thank you for all that you've done for this young lady, because we know that it has not been an easy road, but it has been a road that was necessary to travel for her to be where she is. Thank you to her family. Thank you to her teammates and the ones that have been standing in her corner along the way, because her success is truly our success. Anything else? We're good?
I'm good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Madison Harris is going to Georgia College and State University. That's all the time we have here for Team Lawrence, where we continue to grow great students.